Jesus, this is fun. So that's got to be pulled back to there. Then I have to mark around the line here to clean up the metal for welding. Also have to do the same on the other side. It's a bit springy. I may need to relieve it a bit. Yeah, it's really touching there. I don't like that. I'm going to have to put, and in fact, sorry guys, I don't know if you're going to see this. No, you this way. No, no, no. Come this way, you stupid cunt. This way. Now up. There we go. All right, so I'm going to use my magic marker and I'm going to relieve it here and the same on the other side. How am I going to relieve it? I think I'm going to take a cutout to something along those lines. And the same on the other side. Yeah, that should give me... Actually, I'm going to bring that down. I'm going to bring that down here more. Then across. Yeah, that should give me a lot more leeway. And then, having drawn the line, I can clean that up. I will have to bash. I will have to manipulate this piece here so that it's level. Now what I need to do is go to the other side and make my marks there. No point in showing you that, it's going to be the same kind of shit. Well, it's working out. I'm getting there. Now, I know I often mention Dave in Austria. I mean, that man can work metal. I wish we were close. We're close as friends, but we're not close physically, because he could teach me a lot, I'm sure. However, I'm getting there. Now, where the gap is, where you see my finger, that'll have to be filled in with a little piece. I don't have a press or anything that can shape this, but it's getting there. Let me try and show you. So that's approximately. Oh, hang on. Let me see. Put a light on the subject, shall we? See, that's approximately how it's going to go. Approximately. Don't quote me. And I may well have to modify the plastic tunnel, but it gives me clearance. That's what I need. I need clearance. I don't want the gearbox rattling against this. And that I had to shorten it here to bring it back further because it was just wrong. So now I'm going to make some pieces to go in these holes, weld them in. Well, I'll tack them in initially and see how it fits. And then I will tack weld this piece to the tunnel. And once that's done, then I will offer up the plasticky bit. Well, continuing with this tunnel repair, I guess. 3 tack welds there, as you can see, just to hold it in place, and then a couple of welds here. That is just holding everything, and now I'm going to weld the rest of it. Then I'm going to shape it. I've got a curve here that I want to do and trim this off here and here, and generally make it more presentable. Got some decent penetration there. Now, again, I am no welding expert, so do understand that, but I think that's good. I did have to turn the gun up a couple of times to get that penetration. The other side wasn't quite so good. but this side seems to have worked out pretty well. Right, let's continue to do the weld along here and flip it over and do this so that I've got a good joint on the inside. Oops, there. Well, what a pretty mess that is. Had the gun a little high here and burnt the edge off, but I'll fix that. I'll just turn the gun down and put another weld in there. But first what I'm going to do is grind it all away. Oh yeah, there's a bit of pigeon snot there. And I was doing it outside and the wind would blow. And of course that kept blowing the gas away from my weld. So I got a couple of spattery bits. But I'm not too worried about that. I'll grind it down and perhaps put some kind of seam sealer or something on the inside. Oh, there's one of my little doggies. Hello, little doggy. What you doing, Mr. Lucky? Huh? Oh, checking out your car. Yeah, that's Lucky's car there, isn't it, Lucky? Yes, that's your car. Yes. Oh, there is a sheet I have on my bonnet there with all the towels. It's perfectly clean, but it's the one the dogs use to get their bones on. And I know you really don't care about that, but their sense of smell is so good. That's why he's wandering around. He can smell it. We're getting there. Slow but sure. You know, grindy. It's getting there. Slowly but surely. But I keep having to stop. It's one of those things. It's like, if I remember well, one of those nights when you're having great sex and your tool needs a rest. Your favourite tool. And unfortunately these days this is one of my favourite tools other than the other one, and it gets hot and you have to let it rest. Now if I wasn't married or if my wife was away on vacation, I'd put it in the freezer and let it cool down, or the fridge, one or the other, wherever I could find room, but that's not an option. Also, it appears when I'm doing this, I make smells. And no, I'm not talking about those beautiful aromas from the rear of my body. I'm talking about grindy, metally smells. Now, they don't cause you any harm, but it really pisses my wife off. I don't know. I can grind this now. If I open that door, I guarantee within 20 seconds, if not less, she will be there saying, "It smells in here." Unfortunately, my garage is attached to the house. I mean, she can smell that, or if I use paint thinners or anything in my garage, she can pick it up in a heartbeat, even if she's 2 streets away. It amazes me. Yet she can't smell when the dog's done her naughty in one of the corners. Hey, now I'm not getting at my wife. I'm really not. She's very sensitive to the smells and has to, fire up a smelly candle. Okay, we won't go down that road. That would be too dangerous. That would be instant divorce. And as I'm rapidly heading towards an anniversary on the 22nd of this month, I don't really want a divorce. It's too expensive. Anyway, so we are moving on to this now. I'm just doing a bit of dressing. I will, of course, grind through and make holes. And once I've got it cleaned up a little more, I'm then going to there goes my phone. I'm then going to offer it up and see what modifications I need to make. Yep, let's get on with it. Okay, so I have dressed it up a bit more. Still got some to go on it, but, nothing too much. I could take those welds way down even further, but I don't want to do that. I want to leave some strength in there. And the reason is that I'm not the world's best welder, as you can tell. Let's see what else I can show you. Yeah, this is the other side. It's not going to be seen. Oh no, I keep saying that, but I'll get it kind of close. I want to trim up the edges, all the sharp edges, and deal with that kind of stuff. Next is a trial fit, and watch me cry. Okay, you bunch of smelly bottoms out there watching my videos, thank you. I do appreciate it. What do you think? No, it's not finished. No, don't critique me on finish. But pretty much there. Next thing is to... well, I'm going to hold it in place with some self-trapping screws, then try the plasticky bit on top and see how I need to modify the plasticky bit. But that's okay. If that's all I need to do, then fine. I'm going to weld this motherfucker in place. Of course, I will have to clean up, you know, where the red paint is, because you can't weld where the red paint is. Not sure if I'm going to do a seam weld or just a couple of spot welds. I'll see. Yes, I know I should do a seam weld, but I'm so concerned of setting the underseal on fire. Yeah, maybe I should get it on my ramp, then I can deal with that. That's probably a good idea. So maybe what I'm going to do, and this is pretty much what I think I'm going to do, is I'm going to tack weld it in position when I'm sure, then I'll seam weld it when it's on the ramp. Let's have a look at the other side. Okay, doesn't quite fit as snugly, so I may have to do a little bit of adaptation, but that's okay. You know, a bit of I've got to straighten this crease out a bit. There's a dent there, who knows. I'll straighten this crease out just a little bit because it's biting a little harder than it should. But I still want to keep it the way it is, pretty much. You know, so yeah. I think that's it. I'm going to straighten that crease out a bit. It's a little too tight. Okay. I hope you're enjoying these videos. If you're not, guys, well, it's just too fucking bad, isn't it, really? So, let's get on, get this video edited, and continue in the next one with more transmission tunnel. Yuck.